Yo, what is going on, y'all? So before this video begins, you guys already know the deal. Make sure you guys go down below and hit the subscribe button and turn on that bell icon to help us hit our goal. Our goal for this year is 500 subscribers. We're like at 370 something ish, so we're getting close. So make sure you go down below, hit the subscribe button. I'm Los. This is the ZSI channel where we do a bunch of Honda content. If that's what you're into, make sure you go down below and hit the subscribe button and enjoy today's video. Yo, what is going on, y'all? So for today's comment of the day, this one goes out to my fiance. Thanks for always commenting on the videos. She said keep it up with the videos. Thank you so much for all the support. But if you guys do want to get featured on the next comment of the day, make sure you guys will go down below, drop a comment, and I'll be picking that for the next video. Yo, what is going on, y'all? So in today's video, actually it's pretty sunny already. We're doing my brother's Radiator Fan. He's actually at work right now, but he left his car here. We left it in the shop. All he needs is pretty much a new radiator fan. He actually picked one up, an OEM one, just to replace it. This radiator fan is going out. Here's a new one. And we just swapped that out for him really quick so he doesn't overheat. He's been overheating. There you go. Should be running perfect now. Yes, sir. All right, as you guys saw from the title, we are saying goodbye to the B20. So a little bit sad. I know I haven't had the B20 for that long. I'm not even gonna lie. Here it is though. Hold on. Here she is, turbo B20. I am gonna be saying goodbye to his motor. I know I didn't have it for too long, but you know how I am. If you guys have been keeping up with this channel, I literally keep swapping from motor to motor to motor before I'm even done. It's an issue, I'm not gonna lie. But I used to have I started off with this car. I started off with the D15, I think, or no, D16 Y8 VTEC motor. I had in there, I was gonna build it, then I ended up finding my B16. So I had a B16 on here for a while, turbo, motor blew. And then I took it out, I put a D15 with a D16 Y8 head. It was like a little Frankenstein build. I had that on for a while, drove it around. I found a B20, which is the B20 I have right now. Put the B20 in there, turboed it. I ran it NA for a bit, drove it around, put turbo on it. Here we are. And then we came up on a massive deal. If you guys didn't check out that one video where it was like the LS VTEC part 2, where we picked something up, which is the motor I'm going to be slapping on in here. So we're going to be saying goodbye to the turbo B20. Rest in peace, the turbo B20. I didn't really run it too much, but that's okay. So let me just show you guys. If you guys have not seen that last video, I'll leave the link down below. But this is what we picked up basically. If you guys know anything about this, you know what this is. Yes, sir. A GSR head. It's a GSR head. Here's a GSR intake manifold. Everything's pretty solid. Stock cams, stock everything. It's just a stock GSR head. And then pairing it up with, it's an LS short block with CTR pistons. Freshly decked block, B18 B1. The CTR pistons is already has a sandwich plate for the LS VTEC and for the turbo line. Check that out. That is the LS VTEC motor. So my Civic, my 95 EJ2 is going to be LS VTEC swapped, and then it's going to become a track monster. Basically what this car is. I'm going to be taking it out to the track, on the autocross tracks on the weekends. But I'm going to be throwing the LS VTEC in there, and then it's going to be an LS VTEC build. It's basically going to be like my brother's build. If you guys haven't kept up with the channel, let me just show you guys. He has a door locked. But yeah, it's basically going to be like my brother's. He has an LS VTEC, stock bottom end, B16 head, and the LS transmission. No, the B16 transmission in here, which is basically, I have the B16 transmission as well. So, but I'm going to be doing the B18 block, CTR pistons, and the GSR head with the B16 transmission turbo basically. So it'd be like the same kind of build right here. So it'd be pretty fun to go up against each other. If you guys did check out the video where we gave this thing some huge rips, make sure you check that out too, because that video was so fun to do. Hopefully we could take this thing and that thing to the track and have a track day, which would be so sick. Record it and post it on the channel. That would be so sick. But basically, we're getting rid of the B20. So I know it's a little bit sad because we've been working on it, but the LS VTEC would be so much better, so much fun. And like, dude, after I drove this thing with the LS VTEC, I was like, I have to get an LS VTEC, bro. This thing is insane. It's super fun. It's basically the same build that I had. It's gutted in the inside, you know, LS VTEC B16 trans. This car is also gutted from the inside. It's going to be LS VTEC B16 trans, boosted. So that's pretty much what's going to happen with this car. B20 is going out, LS VTEC is going in. All right, with that being said, I am going to give the B20 one last startup with the B20 motor in it. You know, it's 2023. I can't be a non-VTEC guy, so I got to have my VTEC head on there. So I'm gonna give it a start. It doesn't have the intake pipe because my brother used it for his car, so it doesn't have intake pipe. So it might sound a little bit weird, but it is still gonna rip. I'm gonna just turn it off for a little bit so you guys can hear one last rip with the Turbo B20 before it comes out. So I'm gonna just get the keys and turn that on really fast. What? There's no ECU in there. I gotta get the ECU on. All right, now that there's an ECU on here, it should turn on now. My bad, sorry about that, forgot. Turbo B20. Dude, this thing's a monster though. This thing's a monster. Like I said, those are the last startups with the Turbo B20. Goodbye to the Turbo B20. I love B20s, don't get me wrong, they're pretty good, but I do think they're not the best for boost. Since they're for like they're SUV engine basically. And the LS VTEC would be so much better for boost than the B20, you know what I mean? So I actually unlocked my brother's car because he had borrowed my ECU. So that's why I didn't want to turn it on first. But let me just show you guys my brother's LS VTEC so you guys can see basically what my build is gonna look like. Because this is literally, we're gonna have basically the same build like I'm saying. Let me just show you guys. Check that out. This is Turbo LS VTEC. Check that out though. This is basically the build that I'm gonna be having. Turbo LS VTEC, but this dude does have the Skunk Ultra intake manifold and the Skunk throttle body, the AEM fuel rail. So he does have a couple better parts than I do. But this is basically the build that's going in there. B20 is coming out. One of these is coming in, but with the GSR head. So you guys see here. So I just plugged the ECU back in. I can give it a rip. Turn it on really quick. Hear how the LS VTEC turbo sounds. He's basically just running an open turbo kind of. Because he has a downpipe, but it's just like an open downpipe dump. So it's basically pretty much like a turbo dump. So I'll give it a rip. See how it sounds. Pretty much how mine's gonna sound too. Because like I'm telling you, it's basically the same build. Make sure he does have a short shift. It's kind of hard to tell. That should be neutral, but look at that. All right, check it out. There you see, it's not that loud actually. Sounds pretty good. Well, at least on the startup, sounds pretty good. But when you rev it, it is really loud. Check that out. It fires up right away, man. This thing is good. It sounds clean. Does its job. Such a beautiful build, man. I love this build. which is why I kind of want to go with one too. GSR head right here though. Like I said, this is going to mine. Check that out. Clean. So I'm finally going VTEC. I know a lot of you guys in the comments were, well, before, you know, they were like, yo, when are you getting VTEC head for your B20? I thought about putting that GSR head on my B20, but again, like I said, B20s are not the best for boost. They're good for like 8-7 pounds of boost reliably, but I kind of want to go to like 10, maybe 12 with this car. It'll probably blow up, but you know, somewhere around that range, maybe like 10. And then I was gonna take us to track, and this is gonna be a track LS VTEC Monster with the B16 trans. So instead of going VTEC on the B20, I'm going LS VTEC Turbo. That is basically it for this video, guys. I'm gonna be going LS VTEC on the EJ2. No more B20. Goodbye B20. You know, it was good while it lasted. I love the B20, like I said, but for turbo, it's not the best. This one has like weaker walls, but again, like I said, LS VTEC is going into the coupe. B20 is coming out. It's gonna basically be the same build as my brother's right here, which I showed you guys. Again, I'll leave the link down below to the video where we gave this thing its ribs. It's so fun. It was so tight. So pretty much that is it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys do hit the thumbs up button. That would help us out with the algorithm. Other than that, have a good rest of your day. Remember to spool up your turbos, and peace out.